Hello and welcome back to Pokémon Violet, where today we are going to finish up this Indigo disc stuff. Because we don't have many special coaches left to call in. In fact, there are exactly 2 that I haven't called to begin with. And yeah, then we're gonna do the final boss, and then those last 3 down in the bottom that I can't even highlight. They just can't be called in yet. We gotta wait until the epilogue DLC for that, I guess. So let's call in the 2 that we haven't called yet, because I think maybe we only have to just call them in order to unlock the final boss. But either way, we're gonna get all of the coaches' trades done today. Hey, Outlander. This school, it's filled with the smell of the new, the modern. So, are you the one who called me here, Garnet? I mean, even if you are a history teacher, you should still be able to appreciate the new. You've got some nerve inviting me to such a modern structure. I mean, come on. History has no value if not contrasted with the present. Well, I mean, it still has some value. Like, you can still learn from it, but still, without the present, history is not important, because we need... History has to lead up to the present. If it doesn't connect to the present, then it is not quite so valuable, now is it? Of course, by definition, it connects to the present, but still! I have absolutely no interest in this place, but I didn't want you to lose face, so here I am. I mean, think of it this way. The present is history in the making. This should excite you. Like, this place is the first of its kind. Don't you want to see where this goes? Don't you want to be able to look back at this and see where the present came from? You are watching history be made, and you are upset. That is a terrible outlook for a history teacher. Think of it as a favor from me. I'll expect you to return the favor at some point, perhaps by doing as I say when needed. You reap what you sow. I suggest you look forward to the harvest. Oh, the things we can accomplish together, my dear puppet. I already caught 4 legendaries for you. And I am letting you, a history teacher, make history as one of the first people to instruct here. And you are telling me that you are upset and that I owe you. There's a reason I didn't invite you here earlier. I've been stuck indoors here for far too long. This smell of newness is driving me mad. What do you say we head outdoors for a battle? How very kind of you. Let's make our way to the battlefield then. I'm pretty sure Ryfort here is the worst instructor that Uva Academy has. I didn't think that before, but now it is very apparent. At least in terms of outlook, she might be worse than Miss Briar. Night days? This is a Zoroark. What is Night Days? I don't know that move. Poor Grumpig uses a super effective move, but has terrible stats, so it doesn't even matter. So she's saving her Gengar for last. Let's go ahead and swap to Arcanine so we can just delete this Scizor from existence. I was using those. Imagine using Thief when you could just have a held item yourself and use Knockoff. So is it gonna go Poison or Ghost? I'm gonna guess it's gonna go Ghost because that's history is dead stuff. That's a Ghost. It's not a Ghost for very long, though. Defeat for the history books. You certainly are a worthy opponent. I see the path you've walked is one of glory and power. Such strength. It would open all manner of ruins and ancient tombs to me. If I could only secure your cooperation. Ah, of course. Here, I've got a gift for you. You know, out of the kindness of my heart. Dang, that even wasn't worth it. Why are you the worst person to invite here? It's very valuable, you know. Don't forget to thank me each night as you gaze upon it. I'm not going to gaze upon this thing. If you'll excuse me just a moment, let me dig into my bag where we can see my wallet is fairly stuffed. And oh, right, I have so many things. Let me add that one Comet Shard you gave me to my existing pile of 73. I don't like you, Ryfort. I was okay with you until today. I admit the terrarium is an impressive work of technology, but it's all twisted nature with no weight of history behind it. I find no joy in that, personally. No weight of history behind it? You realize that when mankind creates an environment, they base it off of something, right? No weight of history. Think about the places that humanity took inspiration from to make this place. The things that caught humanity's imagination, that were already there, and that people enjoyed so much that they decided to bring here to create an entirely new space based on the spaces that they have seen before. Think of the places that they have had to reimagine, to connect together. No weight of history. Think about this for more than like 2 seconds, Ryfort. Come on. I mean, right here, this spot is the Unnovan Natural Preserve. Recreated pretty much one-to-one in terms of both the location itself, the surrounding waterways, and they were so inspired that they created it here. And you say there's no weight of history. You don't deserve to be here. Salvatore I'm actually cool with. I don't know why I haven't invited him yet. My dear blueberry friends, thanks for le warm accueil. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm very sorry. Accueil? I don't know. What a warm welcome. Je m'appelle Salvatore. My name is Salvatore. I hope we will become fast friends. Maybe the reason I didn't invite Salvatore before now is because French pronunciation is not my forte. And he likes to throw in French words. Wow, Garnet, I am undone by this coincidence. Who would have thought we might meet here? It appears that you are doing plutôt bien. Quite well, that is. Flourishing in the Unova region. Even if they speak the same language here as in Paldea, the culture is somehow different, isn't it? They shouldn't be speaking the same language as in Paldea, though. Why would Murica speak the same language as the Iberian Peninsula, which itself speaks 2 languages? Perhaps your dear Salvatore's education about the world has been of help to you here. Oh, merci so very, very much. I am so happy to hear you agree at once. But my work is not done. The students of l'Académie Blueberry would benefit from memorable, effective lessons on language and life as well. I will do my best to educate them. Toi aussi. You too, Garnet. Do all the good you can. My dear Garnet, I have une proposition. How about a Pokémon battle? Fantastique. Let us go at once to the battle court to see this through to its conclusion. Nice attack boost. Love to see it. I gotta say, Honchkrow has one of my favorite Pokemon cries. It's one of those things that my ear likes to hear. Makes the good brain chemicals go. Wait, what? Ah, a Lowland Sand Slash. That's why Ice Punch not good. Got it. Look at that, you actually put damage on me. Twice even. Dang, another attack boost. I feel sorry for whatever he throws out next. A Raichu. Oh, this poor Raichu. This poor Raichu. Eating a +2 Earthquake from an adamant Metagross. That poor Raichu. Wow. Quelle victoire. No one could stop you from claiming victory. I should just stop trying to pronounce the French words. Like, most languages, I can do a pretty decent job of sounding out. But French is one of those languages that the rules of pronunciation change so drastically that I am no confidence. Garnet, your Pokemon displayed such consummate fighting spirit. I was moved by their efforts. Their efforts were so very great and determined. I know this is hardly a fitting reward, but please, something for you. For you. I will be so looking forward to our next match. Adios, matane. Goodbye, I guess. Or see you next time. Dude snuck in one Japanese phrase at the end. That's the other language I know besides English. Please, use that one more. Hey, it's unlocked. So, Saffron, let's see who this secret boss really is. Hello, this is Saffron. You have my thanks for inviting so many talented people to Blueberry Academy. I think you've earned yourself a special gift. Let's see, how about the right to challenge the Academy's secret boss to a battle? Swing by the Academy entrance, why don't you? He'll be waiting for you there. Anyway, talk to you later. Oh, we're just going straight there, huh? Huh? Well, hello, Garnet. What are you doing here? Waiting for someone? Oh, I gotcha. Well, spoiler alert, as it turns out, Saffron was me this whole time. The reason I didn't sound like me when you spoke to me on the phone was I was using one of those newfangled voice changer AI apps. They're all the rage these days, even if they are a little unethical unless the voice actor is told specifically what their voice will be used for and gives informed consent. But that's what I was using. You really breathed life into this academy, Garnet. The clubs, the students, you name it. Everyone's having the most fulfilling school life ever. As director, I am sincerely grateful. I take my hat off to you. See, look, it's in my hand. And not on my head. I have taken it off. But now it's back on. But you see, I'm not just the director of Blueberry Academy. As the strongest trainer here, I'm also the secret boss of this fine institution. The BB League champion is what you'd call the main boss, but it's more fun if there's a secret boss that's stronger, isn't it? I think you and I can have a real blast of a battle. No time to waste. Let's get this started. I'm not going to hold back, okay? Try to hang in there. Wow, I accidentally had a fantastic opener for this pair. Admittedly, Mandibuzz actually scares my Metagross. That thing definitely has foul play on it. So, let's swap in Komodo to that slot. While we Earth Power the Zebstrika. Yeah, it would have been nice if he had, like, a remix version of a Unovan Champion theme. But, alas, just standard trainer battle music. Does that Zebstrika have a balloon? I guess it must. Let's get a little Clangorous. And if it does have a balloon... Shouldn't there have been a text box saying that Zebstrika was floating using a balloon? Did I not pay attention? I guess I didn't pay attention. Okay. I'm gonna protect on Komodo just to scout, I guess. And I'm gonna... Actually, wait. Moonblast is 95 doubled versus 90 doubled, also times 1.5. So, Earth Power on that there Embor. Ursaluna was definitely in more danger here. Well, Embor should go away. Yep, no more Embor. And I guess I'll swap out Ursaluna. Oh, well, yeah, I'll definitely swap out Ursaluna. Whatever. Ursaluna got 2 KOs. That's plenty. And Sinistra can go in to give Komodo some health back. Ooh, and Sinistra was a good choice. Alright, let's go ahead and use Clanging Scales and Machagacha. I know Machagacha's not great against Mandibuzz, but still. Aw, dang it. You just had to get the attack, or the special attack drop. Honestly, I should be using Trick Room. What with their Tailwind being up. I'll do that. I will use Trick Room. And as usual, Mandibuzz is bulky as heck. That's playing some more scales. And we will Trick Room. Nice miss. Nice crit. Good stuff. Love to see it. Oh, their Tailwind's gone. You're better than I thought. This is starting to get interesting. A Gothitelle. Okay, Trick Room probably not playing out to our advantage at this point. I'm going to go ahead and bring Kommo-o back. And against Gothitelle and Serperior? Yeah, Metagross will do fine. Plus, he's the one who... Oh. Right, Shadow Tag. Guess we gotta do some clanging scales. And let's make sure that we get rid of that Gothitelle. Far be it from me to disappoint our audience. I think I'll try something fun. You gonna put it on the Gothitelle? I imagine you will, just because it would be... Oh, nope, it's the Superior. Actually terastallizing to a different type than it started. Look at you being all unique. I guess our Trick Room still helped, huh? Oh, right, the Kommo... Did the Kommo get hit by bulldozers? I don't think it did. Oh, whatever. Gothitelle's gone. And we have this in the bag at this point. Of course you had to use it on Kommo-o. Alright, well, if Kommo-o gets to use its Aura Sphere, that'll be game, pretty much. And Machagacha, also good. Yep, that's game. I wish he had a more threatening team. I mean, sure, part of it is that I'm over-leveled, but, like, I got all of these levels by playing the DLC. I didn't do any grinding for them, so... You really are even better than I thought. Wow, you're good, Garnet. It's been a few decades since my last defeat. Wow, you just haven't battled anyone good then, huh? Hold on, though. The BB League champion just defeated the secret boss, which means... That makes you the Blueberry Queen? How do you fancy that name? We'll decide on a proper title later. For now, let me offer you my congratulations. I think you deserve a special reward for defeating the secret boss. This is such a splendid occasion, though. I feel like I should give you something more. Oh, I know. How about we trade Pokémon? I'll trade my Blitzel. What do you say? Unfortunately, I have had this Blitzel spoiled for me. Any Pokémon from you is more than welcome to come with me. Sure, you can... No, not that one. I did a little Pokemon breeding specifically for use on my Scarlet team. You can see the types of things I was thinking of. The Score Bunnies are in the first set because I realized I had initially been planning to go with a Hydreigon instead of a Hisuian Zoroark, but then I realized, hey, wait, I already have some Zorua that are, well, I already had a Zorua that was perfect and everything. So I was like, it'll be easier to just use that. And I don't have any other ghost types on the team, so I'll do it. And that freed up the dark type. So I was like, hey, how about instead of Cinderace, I go with Incineroar. Anyway, let's give this guy a Pokemon that he cannot find in his own bubble. There you go. Have a Phoebus. Oh, right. I didn't make the eggs or hatch them, so I can't give those. Never mind. That's not my Veluza. Have a Zorua. So you're okay with trading your Zorua for my Blitzel? Actually, wait. I just gotta make sure. Okay, not shiny. Had to confirm. I don't think I've gotten a shiny Hisuian Zorua, but still had to be sure. Behold, a shiny Blitzel for free. But it's not my OT. A Zorua. Yeah, I like it. Thanks so much. The Blitzel I gave you is rather special, you know. Its coloring is pretty rare, so take good care of it. Well, I'll see you around. Mr. Jacques. Thank you, I guess. My savior, maybe. I still have not thanked you enough for the help you did me in Palmy. Wow, really? I'm glad to hear I was a help. And how's your little Palmy been doing since then? Palmy is doing très bien. Every day it comes to my classes together with me. It's still quite shy, but it has begun to use its voice from time to time. In fact, it's created a bit of a stir among my students. They say that anyone who hears its cry will have the greatest of luck. Amazing. Sounds like Palmy's become quite the star. Oh, I was meaning to ask you something, Garnet. What kind of Pokédex app are you using out there in the terrarium? There's a Blueberry Pokédex. See, look. Wow, no way! Someone went and modded my Pokédex app? Of course, I did make the app open source, so anyone could add to it if they saw fit. But who made this Blueberry Pokédex update? The notes here say, a Mr. Serrano. Now that's curious. The way this Serrano writes his code is very similar to Director Clavel. And I feel like I've heard the name Serrano somewhere. But where? Well, no matter who he is, he did a nice job with this update. Thanks for filling me in about it. Some of the students at our school started to call me Brovator, but this is new vocabulary for me. Tell me, what is a Brova? Indeed, there's nothing so difficult as knowing how best to correct a student's behavior. Wait, even you struggle with it, Miss Time? Of course, there's no teacher out there who takes pleasure in having to scold a child. But sometimes it must be done, even if it makes the children hate you. It's our duty as the ones tasked with their education and development. I suppose. I don't really like doing it, but I guess I've got to do my best. Thank you, Miss Time. Don't give up, Mr. Jacques. You can do it. Pop quiz time, Garnet. How about a little review problem from me to you? What % chance does a Pokemon usually have to land a critical hit? It's about 4%. Well done. I knew I could count on you for this question, Garnet. You've really absorbed the material, haven't you? I have to admit, I'm a bit worried about the students here at Blueberry Academy. So much of their coursework is made up of battle studies and the like. That's all well and good for the children who hope to make a living doing that sort of thing. But not every dream can come true. What if you shut the door to the other paths you could take? Mathematics, home economics, languages. Young people need to know all these things to be ready for any kind of future. I don't think that any learning is truly wasted. You never know what skills you'll need. Oh, I'm sorry for talking your ear off, though. I didn't mean to go on like that. Goodness, you are a sweet child. Thank you, Garnet. Hearing that from you makes me feel like I can keep on going. Actually, wait, before we call another coach. Not that it's going to matter for the coaches that we call, but I actually looked at a video of all the different throwing styles, so I'm finally ready to spend BP to become smug. Be nice if they gave us previews. Like, if we could spend BP to invite Mitch here and then have him demonstrate the different styles before we choose which one we want to apply, and then he leaves once we do, that would be a little better than paying to unlock the ability to pay to change our styles without any preview of what we were changing to, and then pay again to change our styles again. Like, they make us pay too much for sight unseen goods. Nurse Miriam, I haven't had the chance to offer my congratulations on your certification. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Time. Will you start teaching classes next school year? Everyone is looking forward to it. Yes, I will. I'll try my best not to cause the rest of the teachers any trouble. Oh goodness, how sweet. You'll be the angel of the entire academy, not just the nurse's office. Don't you start with that angel stuff too, Miss Time. You're not safe from my wrath. You give people a taste of your wrath when they call you an angel? Hey, Garnet, guess what? Remember how I went to the wrong classroom and lectured a bunch of random students? Well, some of those kids came and found me because they wanted to ask questions. I thought that teaching the wrong class would forever be a stain on my teaching career, but it looks like those students got something out of it in the end. I'm like really super happy about it. I know, right? Being a teacher really is fun after all. I mean, it's not a total cakewalk either, but still. I'm glad I kept at it. Thank you, Garnet. Oh, that's right. Do you have a minute? You're always helping me out, so I wanted to return the favor. Want to trade with me? We can get to know each other better that way. Okay, I've got a Marini. What about you? Let's see. She's a nurse. Levania is known for its caretaking stuff. Have a Levani. So you want to trade your Levani for my Marini, right? A Levani, huh? I thought you'd pick something like that. I'll take good care of it so it can grow big, strong, and healthy. What are you two talking about? Hey, Amaris, can I have some of those supplements that let Pokemon fly? Why do you want them? Because I want to fly? And why do you want to fly? Because flying sounds like fun? I don't follow you. Permission to use flying supplements denied. Aw, come on. You're such a wet blanket. I want to go flying on Magmortar. I don't think Magmortar would be able to do that to begin with. That's absurd. Hello, hello, Garnet. Guess what? I went ahead and downloaded that Blueberry Pokédex update for myself, too. It really is. I like the design the developer went with. So blue and cool. Now I'm on fire with the desire to complete this new Pokédex. I'm so excited that I've been running all around that terrarium they have here. And one really must take note of the stunning construction of that dome. Whoever thought up its design must be some kind of genius. So many varieties of Pokemon can live there, in environs that suit them perfectly. It's the kind of thing you couldn't pull off without a great understanding of Pokemon habitats. I'll need to spend a bunch of time in the terrarium before I can complete the Blueberry Pokédex. Also, apparently you have to go to Area 0 and do some event Terra raids in order to complete it. That's kind of weird, but I guess I gotta try. Though trading Pokemon is another great way to work on completing any Pokédex, of course. Since we're here together, why don't you and I take the opportunity to trade? Oh, I sure would be happy to get a Pokemon from you. I think I'll offer up my Gulpin here. What about you, Garnet? Alright, I'll help you complete your Blueberry Pokédex. Let me just find a Pokemon that you can only find here. Look at that, it's a Plusle. You can't find that back in Paldea. Enjoy Plusle. Just to be sure, you're happy to trade your Plusle for my Gulpin? It is kind of weird that the Blueberry Pokédex has Pokemon in it that cannot be found in the terrarium. The fact that it's got Terapagos in it, it's just weird. Now, Plusle is certainly an entertaining and attractive choice. Thanks so much for trading Pokemon with me. I don't know about attractive for Plusle. It's Plusle. You really are something, Miss Ryfort. I can't believe you were able to figure out where those Pokemon had been sealed away just from those old writings you found. Huh. It proved to be simplicity itself once I followed the clues of history. But in the end, it turned out that a crook like myself could never have opened the seals. So I let a friend have the treasure. So you formed a hypothesis based on clues, then put it to the test. I suppose history and biology are similar in that way. Speaking of testing things, I was just considering testing out the effects of a certain ancient ritual. It just so happens that I need an adult male as a assistant. Care to help out? I'd love to help. Count me in. Well, I guess we're never going to see Professor Jacques in any future Pokemon games because he is getting sacrificed. It's been nice knowing you, Jacques. Maybe you should have listened a little more carefully. Ah, you again. I suppose whatever you've done since we last spoke has become a part of history. Initially, I took the long journey here unwillingly, but when I think about it, we're in Unova. This place is a veritable treasure trove of history. I am practically overflowing with curiosity, especially regarding those ancient ruins resting at the bottom of the sea. And Director Clavel isn't here to snoop around in my business, another perk of this trip. Oh ho ho! I can't wait to have a swim with my Pokemon and go exploring. Of course it will be fun. There's no greater treasure than experiencing ancient wisdom. So, Director Clavel isn't here, is he? I'm not above wasting some BP just to put you in your place. Traveled all the way here to keep an eye on me, did you? Ah, you seem displeased. Is my presence inconveniencing you in some way, Miss Ryfort? Not at all. You know me. I'm only interested in being the best teacher I can be. Well, that is certainly good to hear. As long as I breathe, I will be sure that you continue to fulfill your duties as a teacher. A good, honest occupation. Wouldn't you agree, Miss Ryfort? Wasting your time on me. You really take to interesting hobbies, don't you, old man? Though I admit I am fond of your way of thinking. It's charmingly traditional. I must once again say merci so very, very much to you for inviting me here, mon ami. Jetting around from one region to another, yes, it brings back so many memories of my past. Merci, Garnet, for latching onto my tantalizing hint there. I'm so glad you asked. Why, when I was a young man, I traveled across the entire world. The entire world! I went here and there and everywhere as a young backpacker, beholding all the world's beauty. I wonder if one of the past games has a backpacker Salvatore. It's possible. And here now, a question to you. What do you think that I, a young Salvatore, found the most beautiful of all, among the many sights that I saw? Given that you're so fond of different languages and cultures. No, that is not it at all. Was this question more difficult than I thought, Garnet? The most beautiful sight of all was the face of a certain woman caught in stunning profile, and that woman is now my wife. Well, that wasn't one of the options I had, was it? It's a very good story, isn't it? You're welcome for the gift of getting to hear it. Hey, Drayton, you were up to something behind the scenes, weren't you? Whoa, that came out of nowhere. What do you think I was doing? Like, I don't know, it's hard for me to explain, but you roped in Garnet and, ooh, you're on the right track. Keep it up. You wanted to, like, get the league club back to the way it was, and something about Kieran? Whoa, that's actually pretty solid. One last leap, Crispin. You can do it. God, give up. I'm not good at using my head like this. Aw, so close. My point is, you need to stop playing the villain, Drayton. Otherwise, people are actually going to start thinking you are a bad guy. Next time, if you want to cook up a scheme, at least talk to me about it. Fair point, buddy. I have to thank you again, Garnet, for listening to this old woman gripe last time. After that talk, I went straight to the director here and I told him what was on my mind. I said flat out that he needed to offer a more diverse curriculum than just battle studies. While he won't be changing the base curriculum, he did say he had no problem at all with offering more subjects as electives. In fact, he said that was part of his motivation behind having you do all this. You know, calling folks like me to visit his school and serve as coaches. And there I'd gone, getting ahead of myself, thinking I needed to start some sort of educational reform. My, it's a bit embarrassing now that I know better. I may not have a lot of takers yet for my math class, but I'll keep it up and grow our numbers. Put in a good word for me with your friends here, won't you, Garnet? I've got to admit, getting off the warpath has somehow taken the wind from my sails. I need some new excitement to really pick up my mood again. Oh, I know. How about you and I do a Pokemon trade, Garnet? There's nothing to be lost in asking, right? Haha! I'll offer up a Rockruff. What do you say to that, Garnet? Anything for me? Let's see. Do I have anything for you? Known enjoyer of rock-type Pokemon. How about a rock-type Pokemon that's, like, basically extinct? You can have this one. So you trade your Growlithe for my Rockruff, Garnet? This Growlithe is just the ticket. I feel better already. Thank you for the trade. I'll be sure to treasure your Growlithe and raise it with care. You better make the best of your time here, Ryfort. You're never getting invited back. Miss Ryfort, will you be attending next week's staff meeting? Put me down as absent, please. I'd much rather spend my time contemplating ancient wisdom. Oh, how sad to hear. We do always miss your presence at our meetings. I'd love for you to come and give us all a nice long talk about history. Oh, so you are interested in history? Heh, my dear lady, I misjudged you. You may be worth my time after all. Perhaps it would not be amiss for me to converse with my elders from time to time. Yeah, maybe not, Miss I love history so much that I will ignore the fact that I'm making it. Oh, wonderful. Then I'll be sure to mark you down as attending. Ah, Garnet, it's you. Isn't it obvious? I'm exhausted by the sheer bliss of satisfaction and fulfillment. I took my Luminion for a swim and visited the famous abyssal ruins here in Unova. They were marvelous, truly amazing. Ancient contrivances to thwart intruders, the mysterious text etched onto the walls. Testing my wits against those of the ancients was a truly rewarding experience. But it would be a shame to dash straight to the depths of the ruins too quickly. I plan on taking my time with the exploration. You know, Garnet, I just had an amusing idea. You are a champion, aren't you? What say you and I trade Pokémon? Any Pokémon belonging to a champion is sure to be incredibly useful. So, would you be willing to trade for my Gimmighoul? Excellent, then you should pick which Pokémon you want to trade. A species good at exploring would be appreciated. Sorry, you're not going to get anything that useful. Mainly because I don't think you deserve anything that useful. I just gotta find something I have that is bad. Yeah, you know what? Take a Snubble. No, Tynamo evolves into something good. Yeah. Take a Snubble. Are you ready to trade your Snubble for my Gimmighoul? You can tell this Snubble is very near and dear to my heart because I caught it in a quick ball. Enjoy it. Ah yes, a worthwhile trade. Don't you worry, I'll take very good care of your Snubble. My dear Garnet, are you as well and good as I on this fine day? All of the students at this school have such a fantastic passion for learning. They are so eager to learn new words so they may communicate with trainers across the world. You see what a difference it makes to have a good motivation. A good motivation trumps all. This reminds me, Garnet, I've been wondering, do you have a particular aspiration for the future? So many! You're the most fortunate to have many dreams, and I cheer for them all. Indeed, I myself only stumbled into becoming a teacher after traveling the world and learning the languages of 10 different lands along the way. Life is full of many surprises, as is your teacher. Everything in life comes down to the basics. And personal interactions are the most basic of all, making the whole world spin round. You must be flexible in your dealings with others. I think it would be good for you, mon ami, to interact more with your dear teacher Salvatore. We should trade Pokémon. Voila! I offer you this delightful Meowth. How will you then respond, Garnet? I feel like this guy would love a Chatot, but that's not in this game. Let's at least give him something that you can't get back in Paldea. Have a Lapras. Have we un accord? You agree to trade your Lapras for my Meowth, Garnet? And there we go. That's all the trades with the coaches. An Alolan Meowth. That means it's possible to get Standard, Alolan, and Galarian Meowth all within one game. Un Lapras, this is a splendid choice. A very, very grand merci to you for trading Pokemon with me, Garnet. Just to confirm, yep. They're all done. Which means it's time to get out of here. And before we go hunting for any legendaries, I've remembered, like literally just now, that there's a flying time trial challenge thing to do. And it's got multiple difficulty modes, so I might as well give it a shot. So who do I talk to? You? Yep, you. Congratulations on your victory over Amorous. Now you can attempt flying time trials as many times as you like, even if you're not challenging the BB League. Would you like to attempt one? Which course would you like to attempt? I guess we're starting with easy. I was gonna complain that this was pretty much just the trial that we already had to do, but seems it only starts the same and then deviates from that path. Hey, look, I beat the record by a third of a second almost. Or was that the same as the trial? Give me another. I wish there was a way to speed up while in flight. Ooh, we've actually got a different starting point. Ooh, the rings, they move! Okay, the fact that this one doesn't have a record yet tells me that that last one was, in fact, the same one we've already done. I wonder if it's faster to go out here and grab these than it is to just cut the corner, because I don't think we actually have to go through all the rings. Considering going through each ring adds to our time. Either way, I don't think we actually have to get any specific time for these anyway. It's just finish it or don't. Alright, let's try the hard course. Sorry, I'll be blinking a lot of times during this. I don't expect it'll be so hard that I need to not blink, despite this guy's advice. Okay, so we got moving rings right off the bat. Ooh, and then a tight turn. Going through Chargestone Cave, are we? I see what makes this hard. It's got a really tight time limit, at least to start with. I do like that they're actually having us fly through here. That's at least neat. Mildly disappointed that they're not sending us toward the coastal biome. They could have had us hit all 4 biomes in one run. We started off with so little time remaining. But all these magneton rings have been giving us so much time. We now have over a minute left on the clock. So is there a very hard or what? Because, like, that wasn't that tough. Okay, there is a super hard course. I'm glad we just have to touch a ring rather than actually pass through it. Missed that one, though. First ring missed. Congrats, super hard course. You've done something no other course has done. Yeah, Curbster, thankfully, unlike Superman 64, the controls here are better. As is the camera. And just generally everything about it. A second ring. Congrats, super hard trial. You've done the thing that no other course could do twice. Barely got that one, and I'm gonna miss this one. Can't climb quite steep enough. Missed that one too. It's 4 rings missed. Still, I doubt I'm in any real danger of running out of time. This is a surprisingly long course. And hey, we have hit the coastal biome. Even if only on the edge of it. I believe that means we have, in fact, hit all 4 biomes. Oh, now we're actually getting deeper into it. So yeah, all 4 biomes officially hit. Missed another ring. But there's our goal. We're making it no problem. And I don't believe there's anything for actually hitting every ring, so... yeah. Missed 5 rings. But we still made it. Could have had an extra 25 seconds on the clock. Now, is there a super harder course? There is not. I see no evidence that getting a better time would get me anything else, so... that's enough of that for me. It is time to head to Paldea to grab a legendary or two. Still gonna end up having this be a shorter stream, but like, I'm gonna grab the cub food that's gonna be right here. Wait, actually, while Cub Fu may be right here, there is still something else that I can do that's unique and story-related. Team Star, they had stuff to talk about. I'll do that. Where are they? Is that Giacomo? What are you doing in a school uniform, buddy? Yo, Garnet. Not every day we get to see her around the academy, huh? For sure. We're not in the same grade as Garnet either, so it's lucky we bumped into her. You doing all right, pal? Not sure what to make of the dumbfounded look you got going on there. Oh, that's right. I forgot we're not wearing our usual outfits today. Man, now that you mention it, I guess this is the first time she's seeing us looking all proper in our academy uniforms, huh? Yeesh, now I feel all awkward about it. But hey, let's clear things up. It's me, Giacomo, or DJ Vice when you catch me at the deck. Airy here, but I'm sure that was obvious. Says the person who typically wears full face paint that completely changes her look. And also, I believe you had different hair color, too. But I guess you are still big. We came in today to take some makeup tests. Figured it was about time we started clawing back all that learning we missed out on while we were holed up in our bases. Our Team Star outfits aren't all that practical for tests and things, so we came in our new school uniforms today. Hey, Airy, you think Garnet could help us out with our ongoing sitch? Hey, that's right. Great idea, Giacomo. We've got a little proposal for you. How'd you like to be a tutor? Geez, one step at a time. Maybe we should start by explaining what's going on. Oops, right you are, Aerie. So, okay. Basically, the other Team Star bosses are having a rough time of it. You remember Melly, Orty, and Atticus, right? Those three, yep. They've been taking makeup tests like us, but they sure ain't passing them. They might actually have to repeat the year, which would suck after all the effort they put in to come back to school. Before you ask, me and Aerie have already tried tutoring them ourselves. But it didn't go well, at all. Nope. You know, I seriously didn't think those three would have such a hard time. I mean, for me, it feels like all you need to do to pass tests is learn formulas and memorize stuff. I guess I just can't wrap my head around what it is they can't wrap their heads around. And I'm only good at teaching people if it's to do with sports or exercise. We heard from Penny that your grades are pretty decent. I bet even Ortega and the others would perk their ears up if you dropped by to teach them. Which loops us right back to my opening refrain. Think you could help tutor for us? Thanks so much, Garnet. You really are the best. Whoops, almost forgot. We gotta keep this under wraps, okay? No telling Penny. We've stressed her out enough for one lifetime. There's no way we can bother her with this. This'll be our little secret, okay? We'll be right here, so come let us know when you're ready to start. I'm ready to start. You all set to tutor the other Team Star bosses up to test bossum level? Music to my ears. Let's go lay down a killer study sesh. Sup, gang? Studying hard, I hope? Well, we were before you and your big mouth showed up. Here to check we're not slacking off, are you? Pretty much. Your eyes start glazing over the second I'm out the door. Tell me I'm wrong. Ah, Lady Aerie clad in her academy uniform. I feel mine eyes sharpen and my mind focus each time this vision returns to greet me. If only that focus were helpful for your studies, Atticus. Sorry I keep distracting you. Oh, what's this? My ninja senses detect the presence of another behind thee, Lady Aerie. Come, step forward, knave, that we might see thy face. You? What the? No, 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 no. Why is this happening? Ah, I should have surmised as much. The strength of thy spirit proceeds thee as ever, good lady. Never mind that. Giacomo, explain. What's Garnet doing here? Hey now, be nice. Garnet, wait, no. Professor Garnet is gonna be your tutor. Oh, glad tidings. I am truly grateful to hear it. She's gonna be what? Since when? You can't just go stomping around deciding stuff like this without asking anyone, Giacomo. And you, we don't need a tutor. Do us a favor and toddle on home, would you? Hey, Orty. Garnet kindly agreed to come here and help us out. So talking to her with that kind of attitude is unacceptable, right? God, yeah, no, totally, sorry, Aerie. Sorry, who? Oh, what I meant was, sorry, Garnet. Ah, Lady Aerie in a menacing mood. What a vision of unusual rarity. Hey, don't worry about Ortega. He just doesn't want you to see him floundering. Hey guys, we seem to have lost Melly. Where'd she go? Lady Mella declared her wish to stretch her legs minutes before your arrival. My eyes were on stretch when my mouth was on declared, and I almost got detached out of it. She departed rather suddenly and has not returned since. Well, we all know Mela. She just wandered off because she doesn't feel like studying. I hate to say it, but I guess that's probably true. Sorry about this, Garnet, but you think you could go find Mela for us? She'll be somewhere in the academy for sure. We'll stay on standby here and get everything prepped for our killer study session. Sorry to keep relying on you like this. I hope you find Melly without much trouble. Thankfully, we have student senses that tell us exactly where to find people we are looking for. Or at least exactly the general location. Those are the right color, but they're not the right shape to be Mela's hair. Wish I could ride me right on here. This place is huge. But I guess they're not even riding their Cyclozar, so... Why are there so many Gyarados here? Well, I recognize that color. Changed your hairstyle, did you? Huh? Oh, hey, Garnet. Seriously? You have eyes, don't you? Obviously it's Mela you're talking to. Oh, right. I guess I'm not decked out in my usual gear today. Ari made a big fuss about wearing our uniforms for this study group thing. So yeah, it's not like I had much of a choice. But what are you doing here anyway? A raid? Sorry, pal, I'm not in the mood for a nostalgia trip right now. Oh, okay. You came up here to bring me back to the classroom, huh? Guess time got away from me while I was admiring the veggies. Might as well get going, then. You still walk with the goose step, huh? Sup, amigos? Nelly, welcome back. And Garnet, thanks so much for finding her. So, where were you lazing around this time? You know, here and there. Lady Mela, is something amiss? Nah, we're all good, right? The Dream Study Team's all here, that's what counts. Time's a-wasting, so I say let's hit the books. Take it away, Professor Garnet. These three are counting on you. She's the one who seems the least interested in being here. And yet she will say nothing. Yeah, how am I supposed to know this? I don't get it. Don't think I didn't see you and your smug face hovering there. You've got some nerve. You realize I'm a second-year student, right? I'm an entire year above you. Ari says we need to let you help, so fine, you can try to tutor me or whatever. But I'll be shocked if you can get this literature stuff to sink in. I mean, how am I supposed to know how some made-up characters in a story are feeling? See, the protagonist in this book is the mom in a Mousehold family. Her name's Mama Mousehold. We're supposed to analyze why she calls Papa Mousehold terrible in this passage. Mama Mousehold's eyes glittered with tears. It was clear from the letter Papa Mousehold had left. She would never get to see him again. Toying with my feelings right to the end. You really are a terrible thing. Yeah, she She cared about him, but he was never good to her. That's what makes her feel like he's terrible. Huh? So she calls him terrible, but she actually loves him? Why doesn't she just say that then? There's no way that's the right answer. You sure about that, my man? I'd have thought you of all people would relate. What's that supposed to mean? Only that you do exactly the same thing with Garnet. You're always snapping at her and being difficult, but you actually respect her a ton, don't you? What? You must be joking. There's no universe in which I respect this oaf even a little. Nuh-uh. No way, no. Fine, okay. I guess people are tempted to say the opposite of what they mean sometimes. This question makes more sense to me now, but just a tiny bit. Thanks for not being entirely useless. What I know is that I know not. I have fathomed the depths of mine own ignorance. Ah, noble sensei, comest thou to proffer me a helping hand? My deepest thanks. Mathematics is the scourge of my existence, in particular arithmetic. 'Tis an unsolvable mystery. But since my true calling lies in garment design, I feel I need not concern myself with numbers. They have naught to do with fashion, after all. Tell that to, like, measurements and stuff. Those are numbers. Also, like, in terms of pricing and sales figures and budgets, numbers are still important. Skill in mathematics will still be of service to me, you say? I do not quite follow. I think I know what Garnet is getting at. It's like with our Team Star outfits, remember? We ended up spending a lot of money on them. As indeed we should. One must not shy from expense when creating objects of great quality. But we had reams of fabric left over after the outfits were made. Don't you think we could have saved more money there? I cannot deny it. 'Tis a fair point. Now that I think of it, the garment's dimensions and the cost of materials demand calculation. And if selling one's creations, profit margins too come into play. A designer who pays heed to such figures and sums would surely prove the superior artisan. 'Twould seem my thinking was naive. I had turned mine eyes from the inconvenient truth. That decides it. My heart is changed and my mind made up. From now on, I will devote myself to the study of mathematics. Hi-ya! Sorry I kind of butted in on your tutoring just now, Garnet. I'm glad it all worked out, though. Thanks to you, Atticus seems really inspired to study. He's the type that gets totally absorbed once he's fired up, so I'm sure he'll be just fine. How about you? You still doing good? Okay, moving on to the next one. A tale of 3 Spidops whose brotherly bonds are even more tangled than the webs they weave. Huh? Another family sob story? How about you? You ready? Man, this is hard. Huh? What are you looking at, Garnet? Oh yeah, you're our tutor now, aren't you? Alright then, I was just doing some practice questions. Here, let me know if you think this one's true or false. You can get new Pokemon only by catching them yourself or trading with other trainers. That's false. Shedinja. Also breeding. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Can't go forgetting about Pokemon you hatch from eggs. Also Shedinja. Okay, next one. What is the name of the gemstone that glows over a Pokemon's head when it terastallizes? Did I ever learn this? I think it'd be Terra Jewel, but it could also be Terra Stone. It's definitely not Terra Rock, though. I'm gonna go Terra Jewel. Yeah, that sounds about right. Guess it makes sense you know about all this, seeing as you have your own Terra Orb. Either way, terastallizing is pretty awesome, don't you think? Only outstanding students get to have a Terra Orb all for themselves, though. Okay, next one. This has zilch to do with tests, but I want to ask you something. I don't know how to put it, though. It's a tricky one. You gotta promise not to laugh, okay? So, how important do you think dreams are? Exactly, I'm talking about the future. What we want to be when we're older, that kind of stuff. I've got no idea about all that right now. Meanwhile, most of Team Star seem like they've got it figured out. They've got proper dreams. Even the veggies in the schoolyard are doing their best to grow, you know? I wish I had their kind of direction. I mean, what'll happen if I never figure it out? What if I never find a dream to chase? Honestly, I get scared just thinking about it. Huh? How'd you know I joined the art club? Well, whatever. That's just a hobby anyway. Not like I'm gonna do art to earn a living. Wait, now I think about it, Mr. Dragonbrows does art for his job. He always looks like he's having a great time at school. It's like he's not working at all. If I could do something like that, if I could paint for a living, that'd be crazy fun. Do you think that could be it? Is it really okay to call that my dream? Yeah, I mean, it's not like dreams can't change. Worst case scenario, oh no, you decide something else is a better fit for you. You're right, that's gotta be it. That's my dream. Man, I feel like a whole new person. Thanks, Garnet. I continued to tutor Team Star for a while. Yes, to tutors them. Alright, gang, I'd say it's about time we cue the outro and wrap up today's study sesh. Yes, great effort all around. Does everyone feel like they made progress today? Totally, I sped through my practice questions like a champ. I guess Garnet wasn't the world's worst tutor. Well, I learned that even arithmetic can be enthralling when engaged with in earnest. Thanks to our esteemed tutor, I feel enlivened as a rev-of-room drenched in poison. I feel like someone's used defog on me, man. I'm seeing everything so clearly, the knowledge is just pouring itself into my brain. Oh, that's brilliant, everyone. Well done. Sounds like this was our best session yet. It must have been thanks to your expert tutoring. Garnet, it really was kind of you to help us out. We prepared a little thank you gift from all of us, so here you go. Oh boy, 1 gold bottle cap. Oh, also uniforms. Neat. And let's do Team Star's pose together too. Here, I'll teach you how to do it. You can at least show me when you're teaching me how to do it. What? Guys, what are you all doing here? Penny? Yeesh, busted. I was just walking down the hall and saw you all in here. But that's fine. No one asked me to join, so I should just leave, shouldn't I? Sorry about that. See you later. Lady Penny, wait. It's not what you think, Penny. Hear us out. So what happened was... Phew, I thought you'd all decided not to talk to me anymore. We would never. That's what it must have looked like, though, huh? Sorry we made you worry. We just didn't want to drag you into another one of our messes. Our bad, Penny. Well, apology not accepted. Wait, for real? Why do you guys get to decide that I'd just be weighed down by your problems? I'm your friend, right? So, you should come bother me more. Lean on me. That's what'd actually make me happy. Oh, Lady Penny. And if things get really bad, I can just hack into the school system and fix your grades anyway. Maybe you shouldn't do that. I'm pretty sure they've got their eye on you by now. What? That's a terrible idea. Yeah, isn't that taking it a bit far? Also, it would kind of not help them prepare for their futures, etc. They're not going to be in school forever, and you're not going to, like, hack their way into jobs and then hack away their failures at said jobs. Ah, sorry, that was a joke. I was trying to lighten things up in here, but I guess that was pretty out of character. Glad to hear it. If you were serious, I would have had to pummel some sense into you. But about before, I'm actually a pretty good tutor, you know? So feel free to ask me for help with studying and stuff anytime. Lady Penny, we are honored by thy generosity. Does that mean we gotta get lectured by Garnet and Penny now? Well, I guess there are worse things. Aha, careful, my man. That was dangerously close to a straight-up compliment. You can just come right out and say you like the idea. We all know you're thinking it. Indeed, I need not even use my ninja senses, so childishly apparent are thy true feelings. What? As if you know what's in my head. You guys haven't got the first clue about me. Try getting to know me better before spouting nonsense, huh? You're all the worst. Hey guys, I think we broke Ortega. Laughter ensues. Yeah, I guess that's that, huh? Nobody else got anything to say? Nobody else got anything to say. All right. Now let's go catch that cub food. It's just sitting there waiting for us. As for why I'm going for cub foo, because it's something that I don't have many of yet. Unlike, say, stupid legendary birds from Kanto that I've got like a trillion of. Bearmer. Bearmer. Whatever you said. Oh, it's rather low level, huh? I like that we've got some Galar battle music going on. Okay, the smug throwing style is kind of amusing when used to capture Pokemon. Breloom, do not expel the poison so I won't worry when you're holding a Toxic Orb and using it to restore health. I am worried when you expel the poison. Just casually tossing out a crit capture with the smug style would be hilarious. I wonder how the throwing styles work if I'm on Miraidon's back. Breloom, stop expelling the poison. You need that to heal. Every turn you spend expelling the poison is a turn where you do not get health back. Don't do it. Seriously, they should see that the thing has poison heal and make it not get rid of the poison. Poison is purely beneficial to this thing. Oh, almost. Avoiding the move in time via my shout is fine. Expelling the poison? No. Also, I wish we could turn off those interactions entirely. Like, oh, it tried to get a critical hit to impress you or whatever. Like, let me turn that off. I do not need these features. Stop expelling the poison! Breloom. Stop it. I'm gonna need to go get a new Breloom that hasn't been ruined by sandwiches. Stop detecting my spores. There we go. And I know it hasn't been long, but with that, I'm going to call this a stream. And that's going to be it for me streaming the Indigo disc stuff. I'll be back to this game once they release the epilogue. But yeah, I've done everything on camera that I feel like doing on camera. And I'm going to go enjoy my holidays. I'll be back on maybe Tuesday. And if not Tuesday, then I guess it'll be Friday. We'll see. But, yeah, thanks for dropping by to watch and chat and all that. And I'll see you folks on Tuesday or Friday for some Dragon's Dogma. See you then, friends.